I am a woman who loves other women, and I can completely understand that because I love women too. Okay, so I feel you. See what I'm saying? I ain't got no problem. So at the end of the day, when you started listening to yourself and stopped listening to others, you were able to live in a more free way. And at the end of the day, people have their perceptions about Jehovah. People have their perceptions about Jesus. People have all their perceptions, which are unconfirmed perceptions, because this is the reason why we have this statement that's reoccurring about you must have faith. So the real faith you must have is in yourself.
Come on.
So when you started believing in you was the moment you started programming yourself.
Exactly. And I'm sorry for stuttering. It took me a while to realize that what I was feeling, I mean, my family has shown me, except for one sister, my mother was dying of Alzheimer's, and they actually had a meeting about me, telling each other that, well, we can't let Reba do anything, for mommy, because, she's the youngest out of 8, and, she has to do whatever we say. And it took me a while. One sister stood up and said, okay, well, I'll tell you what, Reba will ever so kindly back out. If you pay mommy's medication now, that's $1,200. You pay the mortgage, that's $4,000, and you pay for her medication, that's about maybe about $750 a month. And you pay for the private personal home health care aid, which is $500 a week. If you pay all of that, then she'll back out. And they were all quiet. So, even though she was conditioned to being heterosexual, she understood, despite my lifestyle, despite what I'm doing or my sexual preference, that was still my mother.
That's right.
I still loved her, and I will still take care of her, despite them. And, to this day, I had one sister. Out of 8, I had one sister. So I understand, and I want to personally thank you, too, for always opening up these questions and opening up the window to letting in the wisdom that we need to seep in, because the nonsense that's coming in here, we need to. And I thank you both, and hopefully when I come back to New York, we can sit down and have some drinks and some dinner. I love you both, and Peaches say hey.
We love you, baby. Hey, Peaches.
Hey.
All right, guys. Bye-bye.
Take care.
Bye, baby.
It's like, and hopefully you have to understand, and the people that are listening can take what we just heard and realize that the other siblings that can't appreciate her, when you are deprogramming yourself from what is being conditioned into you, have empathy for those that are still programmed, because the benefit that you have is that you see things in the way in which they are. And the reason why, but there's a level of responsibility when you are programming yourself, and the responsibility is to have empathy for those who have drunk the proverbial Kool-Aid, because it's so easy to do. And if it were not easy to do, so many people would not be doing it.
We're talking about it, y'all. Are you being programmed, or are you programming yourself? And I know we have to go to the lines, Daddy, but I just want to address something, because I saw a couple of comments in the room when Israel was just saying, she knew she couldn't serve Jehovah and be a gay woman. Mm-hmm. And someone commented, well, I'm glad that she knew that she couldn't serve God in that lifestyle. And this is what I want to say to that. And when we're talking about programming and are you programming yourself, did God tell you that he would not love you or she would not love you if you love the same sex person? Like, who told you that? And that's coming from the mouth of man. That is coming from some shit that was created and brought up to tell you, oh, well, I know I can't be loved by Jehovah because I'm a gay woman. Let them believe that. If that's what that group of people want to believe, but in my humble opinion, Jehovah loves you no less, Jesus loves you no less, Yahweh loves you no less, Buddha, whoever you can think of, they love you no less, and that's you saying, I'm going to program me to serve and believe how I want to serve and believe, but not get caught up in, well, I knew Jehovah couldn't love me because I'm a gay woman. Based off of who?
And we have to also take, and this is this is where things get weird. This is where things get weird, where I'm a weirdo. Is that you got to look at the context in which these things were said and the timing of which they were stated. Because these beings, that these individuals that preceded written language referred to as gods were being from a technological standpoint. And if you're looking to colonize a world, then homosexuality may appear as if it's not right. But when you're looking at a world that is overpopulated, homosexuality is the shit.
What?
Okay? Because we living in a world where now it is overpopulated. But if it was not supposed to be, because it has existed for as long as man has, it would not be. For we do not have wings that are planted on our back. We cannot fly without technology. So the fact that it is means that it is supposed to be. And when we stop using words like tolerate one another, despite, when we learn how to accept individuals who are different from us, then we will find ourselves being accepted, because which one of us are the exact same as someone else? And don't strive to be the same as someone else. If you're accepting of others but still different, you can still have incredible relationships with individuals who look nothing like you, who may act nothing like you, who some of the interests that they have are not like yours, but the one main interest that they have is a respect for living beings. I'm not even going to say mankind. I'm going to say a respect for living beings, because one day they may tell you the truth and you get faced with the individuals that actually planted us here, that we refer to as gods. Because you must ask yourself, before there was Jesus, what did the individuals who came before them, how were they loved? Were they loved? Did they praise Jesus? Because there's a lot of information that precedes us, so we get caught up into the details of how we can create a bias between one another, as opposed to thinking about what brings us together and what the commonality amongst us all is. We are alive at this moment together. How do we make it work?
We're talking about it, y'all. Are you being programmed, or are you programming yourself? 404-832-2963. Let's go to the lines. Hey, you're on with Monique and Sydney. Who's this?
Hey, what's going on, Mo?
Hey, baby.
Yes, this is Gifted. I got on the line, man. I was trying to get in on y'all.
Thanks for calling in. Talk to us.
All the way from Los Angeles. I'm originally from Chicago. I just want to touch on that topic really quickly. First and foremost, congratulations to everything you guys. I love Mo. Congratulations on everything you're doing. Big up.
Thank you, baby.
When it comes to being programmed, we kind of ignore the fact that one thing stands out, and that's being programmed is easy. Like, it's easier to go that route than opposed to doing it the right way, or going against the grain, as they used to call it. You know what I mean? It's easier just to be a robot, or to do what you're being told to do, to walk in line, and they say, hold your head up this way and wear this type of clothing. Like the last person that just called in, to be the natural thing is to be straight. Who says that? You know what I mean? You be yourself. There is no manuscript. I know we talk about the Bible, we talk about all these other books, but there is no manuscript to this life. You live this thing and you ride it till the wheels fall off. I don't know if I can cut, but I'll say something else, but you just ride this thing. You don't know anybody to put you in any type of boxes or any type of book. I don't know, but it's just one of those things. You know, I get frustrated a lot. I was having this conversation recently because I'm reminded about a conversation I had with my grandmother who I was reared by. And I'm going to let that go. But we was driving to J.C. Penney. She would always go to pay her bill. And I was riding in the car with her. And I said, Grandma, how do we know that she was saying goodbye to the bone? I said, Grandma, how do we know that God is real? And she said, I said, how do we know that heaven is real? And she said, well, baby, she looked over at me, she said, well, baby, I would rather live my life right than to find out there is a heaven and I can get in, than to live my life wild and find out there's a heaven and I can't get in. And I said, I'm an 8-year-old boy at that time, y'all. Okay, I'm not 30 at that time. I'm 8 years old. And I said, Grandma, that sounds like just in case. Yeah, boy, it's always been something about you. It's always been something about you. I'm not gonna let nobody keep your head and confuse you. I just want everybody. It's always. I'm not trying to change nobody's religion. I'm just telling you, don't allow nobody. Let them do what they do. Don't try to change nobody either. But allow them to be themselves. We all gotta share this space. Okay, it ain't just my world. It ain't just yours. We gotta find a way to coexist without putting each other in categories.
Amen. And we need voices like yours, because voices like yours open up minds that are closed, and they're not closed because they're purposely being resistant. They're closed because they can't take and are fearful of standing up against the resistance. So thank you for being brave enough to be one of those that questions what you might not understand. Because oftentimes when we question what we don't understand, we find out the person that is making the statements have no answers at all. Thank you, brother.
Love you, baby.
Thank y'all. I love you, Mo. Love you, sis.
Love you back, brother.
Oh, y'all, we are talking about it today. Are you being programmed, or are you programming yourself? Oh, Daddy, it's such a great topic.
It's such a great topic.
And it's nothing wrong with beginning to program yourself. Because, you can get in a space of, I'm following what it's supposed to be. Mm-hmm. You can get in that space and not realize your own space. And this is just for me personally. When you become, quote unquote, a celebrity, right? And quote unquote, a star. And people that are other celebrities and stars tell you how you're supposed to do it as a celebrity and a star, right? So they tell you got to get your housekeeper, because that's what goddamn celebrities do, right? So, bitch, I went and got me, I got a couple of them, okay? Then they say, well, listen, you can have a chef come in, you have a cook come in, cook your food. Well, that's what celebrities do. And whenever you travel first class. Sometimes you can go private, because that's what celebrities do. And when you stay at hotels, you stay at the top of the goddamn line. Don't make a difference if it's $10,000 a night. That's what celebrities do. And you follow this program till you realize, I done fucked up, because I followed somebody else's program. I forgot how to cook, because I followed somebody else's program. I forgot how to be a goddamn mama, because I'm following somebody else's program. I'm forgetting how to be a wife, because I'm following somebody else's program. So I understand getting caught, because you think that's the way it's supposed to be until you realize this program doesn't work for me. This is not the right program for me. So there is no particular way to do it. Except your way. Come on, Daddy. If you're not hurting, you're not robbing, you're not stealing, you're not beating somebody out of something, but you want to live your life a certain way, especially when you're dealing with adults. And the people that are in your circle are aware of what you are about, and you are aware of what they are about. What's the problem? Oh, someone else has a problem with it? Then that's when you let them know it's okay if you choose not to indulge in what I indulge in. As it is okay if I choose not to indulge in what you indulge in, but I still respect and appreciate who you are for what you are, even though sometimes you don't know what the hell they are, because they talking about something else that somebody told them they should be. Come on. Let's go to the line. Hey, my love, you're on with Monique and Sydney. Who's this? Hello? All right, then. And, something that just came on my heart. Bring it on there. Talk. When you say, if you don't indulge in what I indulge in, then don't indulge. Because I'm not going to indulge what you indulge in if I don't want to indulge. And this is something that people do sometimes, and I'm trying to tell you that they may not be strong enough to tell you they don't like it, okay? If we sitting down at the dinner table and you don't like goddamn mayonnaise, then don't you eat the goddamn mayonnaise. But don't sit there and tell me how I can't stand how you can eat that mayonnaise and this shit is dripping all down. My mother used to do that, and she make the shit sound nasty. I'm like, if you don't like the shit, don't you eat it. But I used to like extra mayonnaise. You see what I'm saying? Right. Don't you indulge in it if that's not what you like. Well, here's the thing, and it's okay if people give their opinion and they say, I don't understand how you can do it.
But then sometimes that's when it's designed for us to help them out. And you say, well, I don't understand how you can let Larry keep slapping you up in your face like that, but you still go back to him. So let me eat this goddamn sandwich with mayonnaise and we can both understand one another. Then take your ass on now. Caressa now.
You call that bitch Caressa?
Caressa, that's her name.
I like it.
That's what he did. He beat her. He didn't caress her. Okay? God damn it. Let's go to the lines.
Hey, my babies, you're on with Monique and Sydney. Who's this?
This is Shaquille.
Hey, Shaquille, how you doing, baby?
I'm good in yourself. How you doing?
We wonderful.
I just wanted to say, I want to just thank both of you guys just for doing what you guys are doing. You know, everybody calls, say it, Monique, we say it all the time. These conversations are really sad in your life, but you have no idea that I run these conversations and podcasts, and I share them, and I text my friends, and I tell them that these conversations are real. I never heard or met a man so compassionate as your husband. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'll be 24 next month, and I've learned so much from the year and a half that y'all been. And just being a more loving person and compassionate person. And these are things that my mom and other people, I wish they set me down and had these conversations. And me and my mom listened to one of your podcast shows, and we're just in awe. I love you guys so much.
We appreciate it.
I just want to just put that out there that you guys are really, really doing, you're doing it. And this is not being taken in vain or anything. We stand with you, we love you, and I just thank you so much, Sydney. You have no idea, I've never met a man like you ever in my life. And I want to be half the man that you are. I just want to thank you guys so much. Thank you so much.
You're not going to make me cry. We appreciate it.
You make me cry every single week. So I just wanted to get that back out to you guys because I've never. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. As a young man, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful.
Thank you, baby.
We appreciate you.
Oh, baby. Keep on listening. You know, Daddy.
Daggone it, Shaquille. You gonna mark your revenge and then go and make us cry. We appreciate it, brother. We appreciate it.
You know, I'm gonna say it because when I asked him to please do it, because I knew that it would save people's lives. I knew it would. And here's the thing, y'all. Y'all know I ain't never gonna bring no bullshit to you. I ain't never gonna try to sell you on something that I know ain't real and don't work. I ain't never putting my name to no bullshit, and I don't know these motherfuckers behind closed doors. I'm sitting next to the greatest human being I've ever had the opportunity of meeting in my life. And I knew that I couldn't be selfish. And I knew that I could not keep him to myself. And sometimes, even without children, he has to say to me, Mama, I'm going in here and play this goddamn 64 game, the Madden. And I be like, for real, you gonna leave me? He be like, bitch, I'm going down the hallway. And they all goddamn children. It ain't like, you don't know these niggas. We fuck for them. What the fuck? So, Shaquille, when you call in and you say that, baby, I understand what you mean because I get a chance to get it every day. So thank you for seeing what I've been seeing since I was 14 years old. And there were a lot of times I couldn't appreciate what I was seeing. And there were a lot of times that he could have walked away from me because I really didn't understand what was in front of me. So as a young black man that's 24 years old, and you can see it, all I'm going to say to you, baby, is that I'm proud of you. And I'm proud that you were able to sit your mother down and listen to some of the shows. And I know which shows y'all listen to. And I'm proud that your mama was open to hear it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So Absolutely. I say to you, Daddy, thank you.
Thank you, Mama. Thank you. Now we're going to pause for a moment to gather our little thoughts.
Oh, baby, listen here, y'all. Don't let nobody feed you no bullshit. Don't let nobody feed it to you. Don't let nobody feed it to you. That's why I know this show is necessary. And I know that it's needed. And I'm in love with it because there are no restrictions. And for the folks over at CBS Podcast, for the ones that sit and make the decision, we want to say to you, thank you for your courage. Thank you for your goddamn unwavering to say, we gonna block the truth. Because there are some networks, there are some places that will be scared as shit of this show. Because they be like, y'all too goddamn honest, baby. We don't know what the fuck to do. Wait a minute, y'all trying to get people to love each other, bitch. Now, that's not what we do, bitch. We trying to sell motherfucking computers and treadmills. We ain't trying to get, and if we can't, okay, well then fuck it, we'll feed them Jesus. We got them to feed them Jesus, we got them to feed. Listen, we're only trying to feed love. Because y'all are sitting here, the ones that are in the Periscope looking at me, and the ones that can hear my voice, y'all are sitting here and listening to a woman, baby, that my shell was so goddamn hard, it could not be broken. It could not be broken. And I had niggas coming with hammers, chainsaws. Baby, that shit was not going to be broken because I was determined that nobody was going to take nothing from me. I was determined that wasn't nobody going to stop me from getting what I wanted. I was determined. I was so determined to get whatever the fuck getting it is that I was missing being loved. Until this man had to sit me down and say, listen, I'm not fighting with you. I'm not going to do that with you. I'm never going to raise my voice. I'm never going to cuss you out. I'm never going to put my hands on you. I'm never going to mistreat you because you're my teammate. Well, listen, I ain't never had nobody to say that kind of shit to me. And when you get a baby that calls name Shaquille, and he's never met Sydney a day in his life, but he's saying you got me crying every week because you allow me to stand a little stronger. So I'm going to go back to it. And I'm going to go back to it until I can't go back to it no more, and that's when I die. That's why I call him Daddy. That's why I follow. That's why he leads his family. That's why I'm unashamed and I'm unembarrassed to say I honor this man with no fucking apologies, with no stuttering.
As we honor each other in the relationship, as we honor the people in the world, because we can't make it without one another, but we can make it difficult on one another if we allow ourselves to be unaccepting of one another. And especially when you are a person of color that has been in this country and historically from Europe to the transition of America, and you have judgment towards your folks because someone is gay, because someone doesn't have what you have. How dare you? How can you be that closed-minded? But it's easy because you're being programmed. And now it's time for you to release yourself from the programs of others and program yourself to what's intuitive, innate to you, and allow yourself to live your best life. And that may mean that you're sitting there saying, I want to be a painter, but I've got this law degree. Does that mean that if you have your family and that's your way of life, that you just absolutely quit? I don't know. You have to figure it out. But what you do deserve is to have the best life you can possibly live. Because people who enjoy their lives are people who are enjoyable. Are you enjoyable? Are you enjoying your lives? And if you are surrounded by people who don't enjoy your lives, who don't enjoy their life, have empathy. And keep being you, because sometimes you keep on being you, just you continuing on being you and being brave enough to not be diverted from your path allows others to be brave enough to realize the path they need to be walking. And then they'll come to you and say, I always noticed that no matter what, you didn't change. You didn't allow yourself to be shaken. And that's what opened things up for me. And I want to thank you for that. Be that to the world. Because the world doesn't need, as LeBron says, another LeBron. Because that's why there's LeBron. The world doesn't need another Monique, another Sydney. Because We're not asking you to follow us because that's not what we're following. We're following love. We're following universal principles where it doesn't matter what religion you are. I can break bread with someone who's of the Islamic faith. I can break bread with someone who's Jewish, Christian, atheist. It doesn't matter. All that matters is, do you have love in your heart? And if you don't have love in your heart, I can break bread with you as long as you ain't throwing shit at me, as long as you ain't trying to fist the fight. We can sit down and talk about it, because oftentimes we think we're not going to change someone's mind. It doesn't matter if you change their mind. Did you speak your truth? And did they speak theirs? And then you walk away and you shake hands and part as friends. So,
you know, Daddy, somebody just put in the room where they've put it several times, Sid for president. And let me tell y'all something.
Y'all don't want me to be president because there's some things that marijuana would be legal.
Talk to him.
Prostitution would be legal.
Give it to him.
Because these are the things, not for the sex of it. It's because people don't realize, due to it being illegal, this is why you have the sex slaves. This is why you have people running these crimes. This is the reason why you have drug runners. Make it legal. Stop ostracizing individuals who have drug problems. Why do you think people have drug problems? Because they're trying to escape, because life is hard. We make it difficult on one another. I'm not saying to legalize everything, but I'm saying the person who gets caught up, who is the drug user, don't arrest them. Address the person that's selling it, not the person who's using it, because folks are trying to find a way to cope. Let's try to find a way not to be so judgmental towards one another, because the only reason why people do what it is that they do is because it's in our DNA to do it. And it's not until we decide to reprogram ourselves that we have a fighting chance. But you were saying, my love.
My daddy would be the most amazing president that this world has ever seen. The problem would come in with me.
The first lady.
Oh, I would fuck it up because we would have press meetings every morning. Listen here, you motherfuckers. Now listen, if you bring your ass on the White House lawn, if you bring your ass out there, bitch, I'm coming outside. Okay, with my pistol and my pit bulls. Because I done told you bitches, stop coming around here after 5. Y'all know after 5, my man is home. The children just got out of school, bitch. It's family time. That's why, baby. Right. Other than that, you listen, let me tell y'all something. The way he would run this goddamn world, baby, be so full of goddamn love. Now, y'all know what be coming from a place of love from me. And y'all know what be coming from a place of love. That's why I admire Michelle Obama.
No doubt. But if I can't go down the hall and play Madden with the boys, I know them flights to Israel,
nigga,
Saudi Arabia, and all of that.
We going.
Everybody going, but they fighting and shit over there now.
Nigga,
we gonna have to leave, and you know, so it would be a little bit different. But and
we all on my fucking Air Force One. All of us.
That's right.
All of us. And when he get off the plane, I'm letting them know, y'all jump some shit off. All of us here. David got Cookie Monster with him.
And everything.
Oh, baby. Listen.
Right, David is in the back with his Cookie Monster playing around.
Oh, he would be a great president for the world, but he's an amazing president for his family. And sisters, when you have your man, know your place in the cabinet.
Or when you have your mate. Because you might not have a mate.
Yes.
You might have a mate. And you might not have a woman. But if you have whoever your mate is, everybody has a position to play. And as long as you have someone that, as they say, you're equally yoked with, and you complement one another, because you might not know math, but they do, but you know how to read, okay? You complement one another. Everybody don't have to know the math, but somebody need to know it, okay? Compliment one another, and if you find someone that compliments you, like our girl has Peaches to compliment her,
yes,
you can have a 23-year relationship.
And I just got to tell you, Daddy, real quick on Israel and Peaches, because they were at the show at the Apollo, and we were talking about homosexuality. And I said on stage, when you see that kind of love, because those two beautiful human beings who just happen to be women, but every time I see them, it motivates me because they're just so into each other. And it's like, however could we deny that?
How could you? Why would you want to? Anyone who wanted to deny someone the opportunity to love one another who happens to be gay are individuals who are not really understanding what love is.
Come on.
And those are the people that need the real empathy and the real prayer, not the people who happen to be gay.
Daddy, I feel something on my heart.
Oh, damn.
Like a moth to a flame burned by the fire.
I'm not fucking with you. See, that's when you go too far, goddammit. That's when you go.
My love is strong. Can't you see my desire?
You're going to take us home, baby.
Daddy, you're supposed to come in.
Sometimes, I just can't.
Y'all know, they said give it to us, Mo. See, they want it, baby. They want it.
Y'all baiting her into some shit now. She gonna do it. She gonna do it. And that's the way life goes, okay? Ow, come on, Dad. Ow. They crazy.
We want to thank y'all. We want to thank each and every one of you sweet babies for giving us your ears, your hearts, and your minds. You know, we really think it's making a difference. So please tell a friend, tell another friend, and then tell 10 more friends. And like my daddy always says, the mind is like a parachute.
It's no good unless it's open.
We love y'all.
For free.
They said the show ended too fast. I know. We love you, my babies. Shaquille.
Yeah, and that was Robin in the background singing. At Lee Sugar. Is that Robin in the background?
Yes! Yes!
That was her cutting up.
We love y'all, my babies. Thank y'all so much for hanging out and playing with us.
Very much.
And make sure y'all listen to the show back Monday, because you're going to hear some shit you ain't hear today.
And Shaquille, we love you, brother. We love all of y'all, but Shaquille, we love you and stay strong.
He was also sending me pictures of myself. I tried to explain as much as I could, but I couldn't even understand what I was saying because of